Hi, PJ45 here. I would like to tell you a story of how I became interested in Doctor Who, the TV series. When I was about, I think it was 14 because it was 2016. Back in 2016, I was 14 years old, and my papa and my grandma were in the living room with me. I was kind of tired. I was like laying and putting my head in my grandma's lap. Um, he put on a show. I didn't know what the show was 2 years later, but basically, he put on a show. It was too scary for me because it was the scariest episode of Doctor Who, but I didn't know that yet. It was the one where he's on Mars and like this guy gets possessed by some demon, and inside the Mars's core is actually a real devil creation thing, giant man who looks like the devil, and that really scared me. So I didn't know it was Doctor Who at the time, so I told my papa put it off, and we put on something else that was uh less scary. But I never knew that was Doctor Who until later. But I'll get to that in a second. Then I was put into a placement, CPC, where Maya was the girl I actually was falling for. Um, but she wasn't there yet. There was this kid who kept talking about Doctor Who, explaining these scientific stuff and these cool weapons. He talked about a sonic screwdriver which can unlock any door as long as it's electric door. I got interested in it. Then I left CPC to go to Villa, but before I went to Villa, I had to stay with my grandma until they had a spot ready for me. And I got to be there for my birthday, and I got a Doctor Who Lego set. It was an idea set, so it wasn't a series of Lego sets. It was just an idea set. And it came with the 12th Doctor and the 11th Doctor. And my favorite Doctor is the 10th Doctor. But anyways, wait, it's either the 10th or the 11th. I don't remember which. Sorry. But the Lego set came with the 11th Doctor and the 12th Doctor. I couldn't tell apart the 11th from the 10th because the Lego set was like not really that well put together. So I started watching Doctor Who, and I really liked it. I even saw the full episode of the one I thought was scary, and that's why I realized that's the show my papa had on. Then I had to go. I didn't finish the series, so I had to go to Villa. And you weren't no. I brought my Lego sets there, even my Doctor Who Lego set. And people made fun of me, saying, "Oh, you watch Doctor Who? Why don't you watch superhero movies?" And while I was there, I wasn't allowed to watch Doctor Who because it's really late when it's on. But I did watch Arrow and Flash, and that's what got me into those shows. But this is about the Doctor Who stuff. So, after I released to go home, I got tons of Doctor Who shows on Amazon, which were free, except the newer stuff. The newer stuff I couldn't watch. It was on Netflix for a short while, but when I got back from Villa, they weren't on Netflix anymore. They were on Amazon. So I watched them all on Amazon. I bought the new one, and and now I want to see the newer ones, but I can't because I have to pay for them, and I don't have the money. So I decided to look for back. I bought one episode of the old series. I wanted to watch more, but I didn't have the money for the rest of the series. Then my grandma got BritBox from her sister, my grand aunt, my grandaunt, which is my Aunt Susan, is my grandaunt. She's my grandma's sister, which makes her my grandaunt. She got BritBox, and she shared it with my grandma, the sign-in. And I've been watching the older ones, and I'm on season 3, think. No, I'm on season 6, and that's what I have on the TV right now. That's what made me thought about making this history video about me. See you 4 5 years later.